So obviously, Enzo Maresca is going to be the next Chelsea coach, just in the next few hours. Oh shit! By AB Abed, close of Monday, Enzo Maresca should be announced as the next Chelsea manager. But his first signing has come in, and there's a reason in here Chelsea have signed this young boy, very good player, 25 years, centre back, 6'5", top player, and in there. And if you look at what he gives to the team, it's an important player for everything that Chelsea have done. Again, if you look at how Enzo Maresca plays out, it's first of all about how the coach plays and how the kind of things that Chelsea want. We look at it from our 3 or 4 points of views. Inside Chelsea, Abrante friend Tosin Adarabioyo. He's going to be the first official purchase for Enzo Maresca for the first team to go in there to go and play football. Essentially, he's in there because or a very good player, and I'll tell you the skill sets that Tosin Adarabioyo. My name is Fiifi-Manfred. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do what? Subscribe to the channel and turn on notification. It's important that you do that. So turn on notification, subscribe to the channel, and then God bless you. Say what share link then so I'm be intimate show. So subscribe to the channel now. Subscribe it. Now share link. No share link no more be a share link no more. Good football group be a womb. No more someone share, no more enjoy analysis. Hi, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. Say what choose here. First of all, last season, Chelsea were 10th. I mean, Chelsea had 10th in terms of goals are almost conceded from set pieces. In Tibia, you say you have a corner kick. Now, team be on or concede goals be every corner kick, every free kick. Now, watch your teams be bring now what the bottom part of the league now. Sheffield, more time no more. Burnley under Sean Dyche last season. Everton, Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Aston Villa. Some teams now more big, tall, bulky centre backs. Now everybody understands that in terms of English football. Some way of play very bullish now, but not hold that play in this animal. But one of the things that's still in and it's a centre back, so me very tall, or me long, or me aggressive, or me very good in aerial duels now. Or that's so on. And Sawasha, it's a characteristic of almost every team here or in the middle or bottom of the league. Why? Because set piece these days a huge part of the game. Anytime make us if you go to the FIFA.com and speak to everybody and speak to almost every club, every analyst, they'll tell you say set piece is the closest a team can go to opponent's goalpost without say offering a lot of pass together. Because when you set piece are about long but unattended to. Now they can go in and fight for it. Or any year they can go in and win goals, which is very important, right? Inti, and only as Sima Maker has said, Chelsea considered was the 10th team in terms of conceding the most goals from set pieces. Near share from set pieces, 110th. No share less goals from set pieces, so near Chelsea. It means that obviously Chelsea will mid-table in terms of your conceded goals and in your share goals in the league last season, which is not good enough. You compare that to Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal has been at the top in terms of conceding and scoring the most goals. They concede the least goals almost that year, but they scored the most goals with Brentford, Aston Villa, and then team and friend Manchester City. They are in the top 5. Man City is in there. Liverpool is in there. I am very important. A metrica, very important part. Indeed, say, our conversations now. The first thing in there. Now, Chelsea knew, and this is why I need to make Makane several times. They say, Chelsea new model now. You can disagree with a lot of things because results end back, and it's an but you always have to give respect and then look at the processes. And Obia, when you're new to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, and I'm sure say by now you know, and you've come to accept it. This team have gone through a lot of phases, and I kept on saying it from day one. Now, the first thing that they did in the right direction, to curb or solve the issue of conceding most goals from set pieces against Sheffield, more against Nottingham Forest, more, was to bring the best in the job in terms of a set piece coach. Chelsea obviously have gone to Brentford and brought on Bernardo Cueva. Makana Hansen Bebrewahasi is a tactical statistician, but then he focuses mainly on set pieces. Now, only Bernardo Cueva bad. This boy called Tosin Adarabioyo, or from Manchester City Academy, he had gone on loan to West Brom. He has been at Fulham before. And on the contract in Ebery, so it means that he would go on a free Now, because of the links of Joe Shields with this boy, knowing him, he quickly told Chelsea for and said there is the need to get Tosin Adarabioyo because of the following reasons I made about Bema. Again, because it also Osansene Enzo Maresca Juma at the Premier League 2 he was the first choice in terms of players or to come and fit in for Thiago Silva. Now, swatch Enzo Maresca system now. Upper one, a ball playing centre back and then a pacey centre back, especially a CCB. You can CCB, a central centre back. Now, we didn't Fiifi. See a progressive one. Usually, swatch Thiago Silva. Say ye be mu mienu kwa be back to the crowd. You didn't Fiifi. You progressive one 3-2. You didn't Fiifi. That's the central centre back. One. And usually, if you look at Jean Vestager, no one pacey, sir. Just in him say in terms of a proper CCB or an RCB, the main guy is Wesley Fofana. But Fofana injuries in T, they need to find somebody who will be there with the team consistently on time, not every time you're on, and also has the height advantage with you. Also, regardless of all heights, Mosansi is very aggressive in the air and wins a lot of duels, and he's an expert in terms of curbing or dealing with all of the aerial balls at every games. Inti, first, in the Enzo Maresca system, it's about the pace, it's about the height, and also the ball playing ability. Now you go to Leicester City and you check almost centre backs now. They played the ball and actually they passed most than every centre back in the championship last season. Why? Because there's a need for ball circulation. Or the ball man on fluffy, on yet 2G3 having the ball. He is calm with having the ball. He wants to play well. He wants to step into midfield. Or you're aggressive. It's very, very important. Now, what are these reasons, tactical reasons? What is the player's profile in Tia? Emma Chelsea for pushing very hard for Tosin Adarabioyo, which is very important for. One, financial reason. Financial reason here is simple. Tosin is leaving Fulham for free as a free agent. It means that Chelsea ain't spending or ain't committing any amount from their transfer chairs. I almost expect this and come spending this summer on a centre back. So okay, you started transfer season. One of the first things we spoke about and said Chelsea will first look at a centre back, a replacement for Thiago Silva. It's a very, very important. Now, it is the financial bit of the conversation and a static conversation because for your top player, we'll get into that, we'll talk into that details with his profile. But the fact that he's coming for free, again, once he's coming for free, he is an experienced centre back in English. Again, my catch up. We're both for West Brom, we're both for Fulham. He has played for Manchester City Premier League 2 with Enzo Maresca. So that experience, the one he's coming into the team. He has played against a very good Fulham side with Marco Silva as our manager. Defensive principles are number one thing for Marco Silva. So it is very, very important. And that's why the first reason Tosin Adarabioyo ever Chelsea Football Club. So what's Nyamika saying? Now, apart from his ball playing ability, apart from the fact that Oba for free, inside free no come Chelsea are paying him 40k to about 70k, no more than 70k. So actually, Chelsea have told a lot of their players say, a wage based improved wage structure where the team economy man also succeed. Yeah, the more the team goes up, the more you get more money, and it's like that for every other company, in the world, where unya or salary no one. But you get more if you meet your targets and then extra money for you. And that's exactly what happens. So that's the first reason, financial reason. Chelsea will pay less for him. The wage bill won't go so up. And there will be no money also expended in terms of, say, Opakoto player and Abashe team, like the amount of money that you purchase him for. Now, the other side of the financial bit, let's say, immediately Chelsea are able to buy a brand here, your friend, Tosin Adarabioyo. It means that one of these two players will leave. Listen to me, bro. Say, Nyami Aduma Monday, Tosin Ebeyene medicals. Not everything goes through, which I think say it's no issues will come. Everything will go through. It's going to be the next Chelsea player. One of these two players will go. Now, mind you, Chelsea and Dortmund are in conversation for Ian Matheson, around 32 million euros. There is also that for Nathan Chalobah. Now, it doesn't mean that Tosin Adarabioyo about Nathan Chalobah or is it Chalobah? I keep on mixing the names. Chalobah is going to lead Chelsea Football Club. It doesn't mean that because a Tosin about Chalobah be free Chelsea, just because a Tosin about it doesn't mean that Chalobah is going to lead Chelsea. But what it means is that it now gives the owners a chance to sell any of these two homegrown players. I'm thinking the most likely is going to be Ian Matheson, because if you are looking at it properly, Tosin Adarabioyo is a replacement for Chalobah in the Chelsea team. So it will give the Chelsea the calmness. Okay, fine. Since here any player about shame, now we can sell Ian Matheson and get the full profits because he's a homegrown player. And that's going to be the other part of the financial compensation, which is very, very important. Again, here we have finances. Now let us get straight into everything about football, which is very important to me. And then when it comes to taxes, I like to put up near my person may come out, write it down, and then I give it to you exactly as you want it. First of all, the height of Tosin Adarabioyo is very important. He's 6'5". Chelsea centre backs now. Only a few of them are 6'5". In fact, the closest is about 6'4". So he's absolutely going to be the tallest centre back of Chelsea. Now that means that it adds a lot of height to a corner, especially if he's playing at CCB. Now, usually a lot of centre backs are very, very tall. Almost issues with pace. It usually affects them. Now, Tosin Adarabioyo, the highest pace, the highest defender in the English Premier League last season with pace. And I'll tell you, in fact, for distances of Premier League 2022-2023 season, centre backs and highest top seats, the highest was Tosin Adarabioyo, only at 34.8 kilometers per hour. So it means that regardless of the height, he also has a lot of pace. And Obetimi, because it's important for him to have pace. If you have pace, Enzo Maresca likes to play in a high line. So you're able to deal with the pace that's in behind, which is very important. The likes of William Saliba are in there with that pace. If you look at Kilman, Virgil van Dijk will have that pace. This is very important. 2022-2023, I said I'm making that year, this was the top 5 in terms of pace in the English Premier League. So we're speaking about the height, which is important for attacking set pieces, very also important for defending set pieces and aerial duels and winning aerial battles, even in central areas. And very, very important for Brent defender Tosin Adarabioyo, and he's coming to Chelsea for Sergio Mano, which is very, very important in everything that he wants to do. And I've told you, the first thing is because social media at Chelsea that defensively from set pieces and attacking of set pieces, it was not good enough. And there was the need for him to come in and play ball in that regard. Now, let me tell you one other thing. Tosin Adarabioyo, or a very, very dominant centre back, like who? DBS, one of their team was, I said, my primary time about just centre backs and said, there are two characteristics of centre backs, the dog and cat. And in a proper centre back pair, you need a complement. You need one cat, one dog. And we go to every day. Arsenal. Now, when I say dog and cat, I mean, say one of them a proactive, one a reactive. Sometimes you don't always have to be proactive, like aggressive and go into tackles. You need to make action if you are playing against a very skillful player. Sometimes you need to be reactive. You need to be like a cat, calm down, watch the situation, and then pounce. Somebody like Benoit Bellachile. Benoit Bellachile is a cat. That's why sometimes most of the balls will be not for Benoit because he wants to judge before he goes in. But we never actually, in fact, all of the Chelsea centre backs, most of them were cats. A lot of them were cats. Thiago Silva, Levi Colwill, all of them, I think it was Wesley Fofana on this one, last season, who is like a dog in terms of the characteristics of centre back. Now, that is what Tosin Adarabioyo. He is a dominant centre back, or a very aggressive. He's a dog. He wants to go into battles. He's like an Gabriel Magalhaes going into battles in there. Now, if you look at the Liverpool team, Ibu Konate, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil is the cat actually. Most of the time, people throw Virgil. Say anytime they are bringing a ball towards him, he goes back and then allows either of Ibu Konate, or if Joel Matip was there, or what's the name of this boy, Jairo Kansa, to go into side battles. So you need a complementing player of a cat and a dog. And that's exactly what Chelsea are trying to build in the characteristic pair of centre backs. And they're getting their first dominant centre back in a brand defender, Tosin Adarabioyo. Very good in ground duels, very good in air duels. He is nonchalant, very aggressive. So if it's going to ground air duels, because of his nonchalant ability, he will make one of the best passing centre backs because the passing numbers are beautiful. And then Enzo Maresca, you need a ball playing centre back at the back. And for a ball playing centre back, we need ball. sounds very good in terms of saying tackles and style of playing football. BBC definitely he's going to thrive at the back, and that's who Tosin Adarabioyo Chelsea football club. 80. Apart from that, also, yes, he's aggressive defending, very good out and out centre back option for Enzo Maresca, high line football no because of very good pace and also an aggressive defender in there for Chelsea Football Club. It starts from these things, the various skill sets, any profile of Tosin Adarabioyo Ekita as a player that makes him stand out from the various centre backs at Chelsea. And it's important that Chelsea be deal because, like I said to you, about 4 or 5 different reasons. He is free. He has come in as a player that fits financially Chelsea's model. Second, tactical wise, he's somebody that has the pace to play in the high line as a CCB. Very good line breaking passer in the CCB to pass the ball a lot. He's a tall player, 6'5", going to be the tallest of the Chelsea players. Very good in aerial and ground duels. He's a dog or aggressive to go into battles, which is very important. And my guy said right there, Chelsea, of course, I deal with. There was already Newcastle in the deal. So it's not about money. Saying before you get money, if you say, oh, Chelsea show the boy money. No, it's going to take not more than 70k with Chelsea. It's the convincing say he is the best guy to deal with the Chelsea. He's the best guy for Chelsea projects, and then he loves that project. And after falling in love with it, obviously he has accepted to go and play for Chelsea in that show. But there is something more about Tosin Adarabioyo and why he's an important fit for Chelsea. Me round, so just be a little bit patient with me in the like I've mentioned also the respective characteristics with Abrante Enzo Maresca, how he knows them, and the fact that this is coming together with Bernardo Cueva, who's going to lead in terms of set pieces and do that job in there. Also very, very important in there to get a job done. I know for a fact, say, Oshe will be set to Adarabioyo. The age is also very brilliant. He's 25. I think he's going to turn 26 very, very soon. In terms of what he gives to the team, and that's exactly what Tosin Adarabioyo have about. And like I said, if you look at also Enzo Maresca setups or Leicester City, one of the things he does very well, let's say, he sets up in a 4-1-4-1 or a 4-4-2. So usually he wants the centre backs to be aggressive and step into midfield. And that's one of the reasons why he wants Tosin Adarabioyo to come inside it. And like I said, 6'5", tallest centre back at Chelsea once he comes in. Second shortest team last season. And again, that's one of the reasons. Last season, Chelsea were the second shortest team in the English Premier League. Can you imagine? And that's how most of the teams were hitting Chelsea from set pieces, and they were not also aggressive. And if you add all of these things together, physicality is an important part of the modern game in recent times. Both team here, and you take physicality out. You need to be very physical because yes, you win, you play ball, you enjoy football on the ball, but you actually win games without the ball. You win games without the ball, and that's exactly what last season. Not Chelsea average height 5'8". How can you play association football at the highest level and average height is 5'8". What's not good? Tosin finishes 66.7% in aerial duels last season and will be the third at Chelsea last season. Tosin LED Big 5 European leagues in terms of clearances, 21 to 22 years with 197 with the most clearances. The passing range also very, very important. Adarabioyo, a really good passer on the ball, or the 79.7 percentile, not percentage, percentile in progressive passes, which is well above the average. One thing that gets very exciting about Adarabioyo when they say, alongside Level Cole, Chelsea will have excellent progressive passing, and even more so with Abrante, your friend of Benoit Badiashile, because progressive passes with Level Cole is there, duels, Cole is there, ball carrying in the middle of the park, Cole also, and he gives them that ability to defend from the back, to play the game, to break down teams from deep. Are very, very important. The tackling also is spot on. A lot of centre backs go into tackles without really reading the game. And Tosin Adarabioyo a little bit different. Tosin is a strong and in good shape, but isn't too many 1v1s, so the numbers don't show it. He has the ability to overpower opposing wingers that were shown, free transfer, and yet too much to ask for. He's a good player that shows he can change levels, and I've said it. If you compare him to Badiashile, he adds something different from Badiashile and then Abrante and Leverkusen into the Chelsea team. Once he comes in, he adds into the Chelsea backline. You don't. It doesn't mean say you are going to sell Nathaniel Chalobah or Chelsea team. Chalobah has been hurt a lot, to be fair, and if you want to lose a Sheffield, then this is what it will take in there. You have to do a very good financial engineering, and Chelsea are getting a branch out. Friend Tosin Adarabioyo in there at Chelsea Football Club. This is a tactical analysis of Chelsea new boy Tosin Adarabioyo. Thank you very much. Subscribe, like the make channel. Share the link, Michelle, and make sure so you turn on notification. Until I see you, God willing, tomorrow morning, I'll give you a post-match analysis, tactical in-depth for the Champions League final, and also in the other area, we are hoping say Enzo can come in and all the other transfer updates in the world. Bye bye.